Aloha, my name is Deepa. Welcome to Let's Evolve Together. And today we are doing a divinely inspired pick-a-pile reading. I'm so ecstatic to bring you this reading today. And I want to thank you so much for being here because it's your energy that helped to bring this to the table today. And we have, as you can see from the choices, some really powerful ascended masters and beings on the table ready to work with you and your energy for this powerful reading. So today our pick-a-pile is going to be on what is being activated for you at this time. What psychic gifts, spiritual gifts are coming online, and also what talents, the normal every day-to-day talents that we have and have cultivated through our lives here on earth and beyond. What's coming to the table for you now, so to speak, to work with and get creative with and to cultivate and expand, and also what ascended masters or deities or gods and goddesses are here working with you specifically at this time to help you cultivate those energies. Okay, so very deep reading, super spiritually charged. So excited to be able to do this with you today. So if you need to pause the video, take your time choosing which pile, which deities you feel are already working with you at this time. So we've got pile 1, we've got Master Buddha and the Hathor light codes. We've got pile 2, Jwal Kul and Goddess Isis. And we've got pile 3, White Eagle Ancestor Spirit and the Sirius Star Blessings. Okay, so this may be something you're already feeling active in your life. If you're not, that's okay. You can still choose the pile you resonate with the most, and then we'll see how this reading unfolds for you. Okay, so go ahead and take your time choosing, and when you're ready, like I said, you're welcome to pause the video. So when you're ready, we're going to start with pile 1. See you there. Okay, so I'm just going to move these over for a moment. Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. Okay, first let's just feel into your cards, pile 1. So here we've got Master Buddha. So you may feel drawn to Buddhism, meditation perhaps, or even yoga. This card says increased awareness, deep connection, and trust your inner voice. So I'm getting already for you, pile 1, that you may have been feeling a calling deeply inside, and it's bringing a new sense of how you want to live your life to the surface of your reality. And I believe with that type of veil thinning, because it's the veil that covers the conscious mind from seeing the whole truth, as that gets more thin, more of your pure and true higher soul self essence will start to expand and come through more easily because of how thin that veil has become. So that's your increased awareness. And through that, a calling that you've had deep inside, maybe even for lifetimes, is starting to show itself and be revealed. Okay? So Master Buddha working with you on increasing your awareness and making you more sensitive, more aware of your mind, and increasing your powers of self-observation, maybe even self-inquiry at this time. You maybe have just gotten interested in starting a meditation practice. If so, good for you. They're saying you're on the start of something good. Keep going. Also, what they're emphasizing is your deep connection to wisdom teachings and Buddhist philosophy, and how you always felt connected to those higher philosophical ideals even when you were little, and maybe they didn't always connect with the reality that you were experiencing in your life. And so now you're finally getting the opportunity to allow those philosophies to become real for you through your lived experience. So I'm feeling a lot of excitement for you through you, that you're like, wow, this stuff is real. There's magic here. This isn't just some story I made up when I was little. I can feel this stuff is tangible. How you're being activated at this time, we've got Hathor light codes. So the Hathors working together with Master Buddha to activate your DNA, to bring in light codes of light immersion, full system upgrade, and power recall. So reclaiming your power. So the power, like I said, you may have had hiding under there for quite some time is now coming to the surface. So I feel like power recall is really big for you right now. Like you're coming to stand in your full power. It's not as if you're cultivating it for the first time. The veil is just being pulled off of the power that was already there within you. So I feel for you major spiritual realizations, a type of physical liberation from these realizations that you're having spiritually, these aha moments, these breakthroughs, and then a lot of third eye coming alive for you as your awareness is sharpened and you're starting to see the truth of reality, that it wasn't what it seemed, and there was more underneath the surface than what was getting shared verbally or physically in front of your eyes. And so your vision is becoming more clear and your perception stronger. One of your spiritual gifts may be that you are actually a master teacher, an ascended master. You may even be a yoga teacher in this life. And you've always felt a connection to those teachings. So I'm feeling like you becoming that spiritual teacher yourself. Maybe that's not here right now, but that's what's down the pipes, for you. That's coming. Maybe you're cultivating skills to get to that point. And that's that deep inner calling that you've been feeling. Also, I'm getting that you're very clairaudient and you've always heard these wisdom teachings almost through claircognizance, a firm knowing within you that these certain philosophies were true to their core. These certain spiritual ideas were true to their core. I'm just seeing here into the images and visuals and energies I'm picking up. I'm getting this feeling that you've always known what was going on here, but you didn't know how to verbalize it. So something that might be coming online for you is an increased vocabulary or an increased understanding of how the universe works, maybe even like physics, things like that, starting to get downloaded or channeled through you so that you are able to start to verbalize these things clearly in a way that people can understand you and start to learn from you. So I think you're getting more pieces to the puzzle, and that once you finally fit this all together for yourself, then you're going to start really sharing it and communicating it. So I'm seeing your throat chakra light up. There's a lot of gorgeous blue energy here. I'm also getting the sense there's a lot of healing happening here for you. You may be somebody who gets hoarse a lot, clears their throat a lot, maybe even had some fears about what could going on there with your health. Not getting there's anything to worry about. There was psychic clearing going on. Someone who also sings perhaps or is inclined musically is coming up. And that's why this clairaudience keeps coming in. There's these sounds possibly that you're hearing, psychic sounds, or maybe you're getting the ear ringing. And then you're getting this signs of things that are to come or might be happening in the future, or an awareness into how something's going to play out for someone. Like you can see the unfolding of the pattern, which brings you into a futuristic psychic awareness. Or like I said, there's just this download, this straight knowing of what's going to happen. And I'm also getting the energy of there's been so much going on internally that you haven't felt confident in sharing it, like my lips are sealed kind of energy. I feel like that's shifting with this throat chakra work, and you're going to soon feel comfortable communicating with others about what you're seeing in the psychic realms and experiencing. and your thoughts on philosophy and how to live a life more connected to the higher self, more integrated with spirit, and how to see, how to help people see how we're all connected and all one, and how to live through that kind of understanding, not just telling people the words, but here's the steps, here's what we got to do, here's the process of becoming fully integrated and really shifting from third density consciousness into fourth, really helping people shift from old earth to new earth is what I'm getting. So I'm feeling this energy of awakening that's happening in you that you will then impart to others. And so that's how usually it works. It's like whatever it is you're experiencing and learning is then what you eventually share with others. And that's what I'm getting a lot with this pile, is that you guys are spiritual teachers. There's a lot with frequencies happening here, and like sound frequencies. That's what I'm getting with this pile. So let's see what else. That was a lot. Let's see what else comes through. I do want to touch on, first of all, thank you, Kyle Gray. We've got his decks and his book here today to facilitate this reading. And this reading would not be the same without these. So let me name all of it, okay? So we've got a very special book, and this book is called Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom, Activations to Connect with Universal Spiritual Guides by Kyle Gray. Great resource guide. We are going to check it out today. And we've got his deck right here with the Buddha, Keepers of the Light, Oracle cards. And then we got his other deck here with Hathor, Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. Okay, so I guess I'm featuring Kyle Gray today. I adore his work and him, and so why not? And he is such a special gift to this whole creation. So I love being able to share that. Okay. All right, so Hathor and the Hathors. Let's just check in what's going on with Hathor. Hathor, also known as Het Heru, is the ancient cow goddess of ancient Egypt, a solar goddess who is strongly connected to the sky and fertility. Hathor worship dates back to the 3rd millennium BCE. She is an easily recognized goddess figure, for she wears a sun disk on her head, held in place by 2 horns relating to the cow. Another widely known image of her is a human-like being with a pair of cow's ears, which looks like what we have here. She has many faces and icons in sacred temples of Egypt. Many columns have her cow-eared image around the top. Het Heru means from the house of Horus, and it has become accepted that Hathor is the divine consort of the hawk-headed deity Horus. This connection gives Hathor cosmic energy and a link to the stars, star beings, and star potential. It is also believed that she is most likely the daughter of the sun god Re, and therefore carries the infinite light of the sun. Okay, so working with Hathor helps you reclaim sexual power. She's known as the goddess of fertility, can support fertility and reproduction, and strengthens our connection to the cosmos and creation, since she is the goddess of creativity. The Hathors are a race of extraterrestrial light beings that are assigned to these working with light and activation energy upon the earth. Connecting with the light they bring to the world, what they bring to the world is like connecting with the light in the heart of the sun. I believe that the many columns across Egypt headed with the cow face of Hathor refer to the fact that these beings on an energetic level appear as columns of incredibly bright light and are dedicated to bringing the brilliant light of many suns to our world. The Hathors themselves exist on a multidimensional level and are able to connect to light workers in this realm via meditation, telepathy, and divine inspiration. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. The Hathors are dedicated to the evolution of the human soul, as was Buddha. They are aligned to the energy of ascension, as was Buddha, and helping us hold more space for light. Okay, even though they are from a higher dimension than the one we are in, the Hathors are in touch with the rest of the Ascended Masters and aligned to the energy of the Divine Director who assigns spiritual guides and guardians to those incarnated on Earth. When we work with them, they help align our vision. They can help us have laser beam focus and remember why we felt drawn to developing spiritually in the first place. As you are someone who is walking the spiritual path and working on the evolution of your soul, working with these beings will be incredible for you. They will replenish you with their presence. If you feel particularly drawn to Hathor, then there is a good chance that one of your guides is Hathorian. Wow, epic. Okay, so working with them supports spiritual evolution, helps you welcome more light into your being, allows you to bathe in pure light to upgrade your energetic frequency, and brings you more guidance on the path ahead. Wow, that's awesome and perfect with what we got in the beginning. And at the end, we're going to read the Hathorian Light Code activation. Again, this is Kyle Gray's book. And let's pull some cards, and then we'll read the activation at the end and do a little intention ceremony, okay? All right, so I've got some really gorgeous divine decks for you. So how is this going to play out in your physical, tangible, real-life scenario? So I've got a couple more down-to-earth decks as well as the more energetic ones. We're going to do both. First, let's look at the numerology that's showing up for you, because right now you must be feeling activated in some way, having some kind of realizations or breakthroughs, or you would not have clicked on this reading, is my guess. So that's why I say welcome here with so much love and gratitude. Okay, so Buddha on the Hathors. What is the numerology that's coming through for pile 1 at this time? How will this start to show itself in their earthly life? Okay, you got 4. 19, pride. Relationship change. Okay, don't get nervous. This could be a good thing. So we have a 10 and a 11 so far. A 1, new beginnings. Yeah, there's definitely shift happening. Completion. Whoa. Big completion energies for you, pile 1. Okay, as you complete and let go of whatever it is you have found, scenario you have found yourself in and are experiencing, this is divine intervention. The reason why this is getting cleared out and pulled out is to make room for this new energy that's coming in as you are stepping into your role as a spiritual teacher. I feel like you feel this coming. You're feeling this wave of energy and inspiration coming. Also, as we end cycles that are very karmic or intense, or maybe even have a little bit of challenge or hold on us in some way, our spirit guides really step up. And I feel like they're here to guide you through the completion of possibly a relationship ending or beginning, right? And they're here to help you let go, release, have a clear mind. Remember, we have the Buddha here, increased awareness. And as that heaviness falls away of your last cycle, whatever that, I'm getting the throat chakra stuff, whatever that was about for you, maybe even not being heard in a previous connection or connections and wanting that to shift in the future, not being felt or seen in the way that you really needed to be able to feel supported and expand and grow in this life for yourself. They're really helping you to release, let go, purify, and to get a full system upgrade, last cycle complete, new chapter, new book starting here, brand new beginnings. And yeah, I feel like you feel this coming. That's what I was saying. This feels prideful in a good way. Like you're feeling really excited about this. You're feeling this wave of change. You're feeling these light codes coming in. You're feeling the sun coming out. That's what it looks like and feels like in my mind's eye. The sun is coming out from behind a pretty dense, heavy mountain, one that you've been climbing for quite some time. And it's just illuminating your life and your experiences. And because of that, there is a lot of synchronicity, magical quality about your life right now, maybe even opportunities coming out of the blue. It just feels like magic. And so as you step 1 foot away from the ending of a completion cycle of an old version of yourself, and you step your next foot into your other foot into your next cycle, your new cycle of your new beginnings, you're literally coming out of the shadows and into the light. That literally is what it looks like. Okay, so what divine directions is this taking pile 1 viewers in? What do we see? What divine directions? home. It's time to renovate or change something in your home environment or move home. Okay, so you could be moving home with a big new beginning and a relationship shift. You could be making space in your home for your new interests. And I could see that happening if you have a home office especially, or you want to create a meditation altar. Because remember, for you, I was wondering if you were like, I think I need to start meditating, right? That was coming up. So maybe in your home, you need to clear space to get a meditation altar in place where you can meditate every morning. It's your special space carved out just for that, or maybe even to do your light work. What else is happening in the physical environment? Birth. Wow. 2 cards about new beginnings. This is a time of new beginnings. Embrace the new life path with open arms. And I feel like you're getting excited about this, so I feel like you are doing that. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, what else for pile 1? Strength. You have an enormous amount of strength and courage. Remain focused. Stand tall and shine. Remember pride. Stand tall and shine. You have a great amount of strength and courage. How else is this showing up? Ooh. Meditate. Whoa. And that flipped out. Reconnect with your inner spirit. Walk, practice yoga, meditate, or listen to music. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Magic already happening here, you guys. Okay. Now so let's see how this is unfolding in the tarot for you. Okay, I am going to take reversals. Let me give this a good shuffle. Love the synchronicities here. So we got a 10, we have an 11, we have a 1, and we have a 9. This is about you coming into your power. Remember I said claiming your power? There was power recall. This is about you being sovereign and doing something for yourself and filling your own cup and believing in yourself and connecting with your true soul self, your inner self. So this is a really powerful time for you. And I'm getting right now, it's very internal. Like eventually, down the road, you will teach this, but right now you need to go through it for yourself first. That's come up a couple times. Okay. Ooh, this deck it's a heavy deck, but I have to say it feels very heavy right now, and I keep losing my voice. Wow, 10 of Cups. This is about you filling your cups, your 10 of Cups of complete fulfillment and happiness. I feel like what they're saying is this is no joke. Like this is the real deal. This is happening for the good of your spiritual and personal fulfillment. Okay. What else? I'm assuming it's going to show up here under relationship change. 3 of Wands. Okay, so you're either having this experience of having done the work, having done so much work, so ready for this new beginning. So you've been really waiting on it, really have prepped for it, and that's why you're so excited. And now you're just waiting for the universe, like bring in the opportunities. I'm ready. I'm taking callers. That kind of energy. Okay, what do we see for new beginnings? Really heavy, sticky cards. 5 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you're coming out of victim mentality. You're coming out of poor me. You're coming out of I'll never be, I'll never have, I'm not worthy. All that stuff is what you've been working so hard on shifting for yourself. That's maybe why this deck feels so heavy. And then the High Sage. Wow, totally. I'm definitely picking up on that for you with the Buddha. I believe this is the Hierophant in this deck. Let's see. No, this is the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess. So, right. So again, we're getting the confirmation that this experience right now is all happening inside of you. This is for you. These realizations, these epiphanies, these spiritual connections and puzzle matching and you are being activated big time on a spiritual level, on a psychic level. And it is because you've stepped away from a very heavy karmic cycle that only left you running in circles, banging your head against a wall. And now you're growing through that spiral where you start in the middle really small and tight. And then as the spiral grows, it expands and opens up, and then you find your way out. So it's a labyrinth of sorts that you have found your way out of into this next level of you, this new level of you. And your intuition is just lighting up. And you're also feeling drawn to spending more time alone in meditation, in, doing healing work on yourself or energy work on yourself, spending time alone, journaling. It's just your alone time is very sacred to you right now. And it's really what's getting you through. It's your spiritual tools. And I'm so happy you're doing that, because that's why you're here now, is because you've done so much of that work already. And you know it works. So it's like you're still using it now as you're shifting into this new version of you. And things are really going to start to pop and blossom and open up. So, wow, super gorgeous energy. I just want to look at the bottom of the deck. Three of Coins. Yeah, I feel like, so the Three of Coins in the traditional Rider-Waite deck is three people working together on a spiritual project. Right. And so normally it's this depiction of let's work together on building a church, or let's work together on coming together with our light work or our energy work. There's a spiritual mission. So I feel like maybe even that's what's leading the way, and that's what's pulling you forward. You're inspired about this new thing, and you're waiting now for opportunities to come in for that. So it's like you've been working on that very deeply and your own growth, and now you're allowing it all to unfold and start to show its own fruit. It's like harvest time. That's what I'm getting. So I still feel like you're in the middles of a lot of workings, but I do feel like you're coming to this point where things are going to start to blossom and bloom and show up, which is why you have the Three of Wands, because you've done so much prep work. So that feels really good. So let's see what shows up in this energy oracle deck about the Ten of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the High Sage. Okay, what can you show us about our tarot cards? Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups. Okay, there's your three again, community. So, seven of community, and that's that Three of Coins energy. This is, I want to be with my tribe. I know who my soul tribe is. I want to be with them. I want to work with them. I want to manifest with them and create with them. And, this is that Pluto and Aquarius energy, learning how to work in collaboration, connection, and communication with the collective and with the community around us that we want to work with, whether that's in our neighborhood or it's in cyberspace online, or it's with our spiritual team as far as our spirit guides are concerned, or if it's with our soul tribe and the work we want to do together to really make this new earth a reality. That's what I'm feeling for you guys a lot. That's how I feel like this Master Buddha coming in as the teacher to help guide souls at this time. So Three of Wands, 9, a broken heart over that, and relationship, right under relationship change. So I'm getting with you guys that maybe you did have to let go of someone, or will have to. If you did or will, either way, there is a lot of love flooding into your heart chakra at this time, and so much support around you, again, to guide you through, so that you know this was definitely the right choice, and that this is to align you more with your power. Remember, we have power recall, and to activate you to align with your true soul self, and to really bring this this version of yourself alive on this earth at this time, so that you can start to unfold one of your many soul purposes of this lifetime. I feel like you're really stepping into a power here. I feel also this is something you may be teaching about in the future, maybe some relationship dynamics, family dynamics, for instance. Okay, so the thinking woman. So yeah, it feels like there's been a lot of reflective time. We have another 11. We have two 9s, two 11s, and definitely like this is Virgo energy, spending a lot of time thinking, being contemplative. How is this all going to work together? What are the details? Also studying, like really wanting to expand your own consciousness. So hitting the books again in something that really interests you, sparks your fire, and watching yourself grow through understanding new avenues of learning, higher learning, that kind of thing. Where you want to go with this new beginning, even like how-to books I'm getting also. Like studying how-to books. Okay, and then how about the High Sage? And number 2, journey. So maybe you're feeling the intuitive awareness come in of like this internal spiritual journey, or maybe you're thinking a lot about a physical journey that you're going to be taking. She has her bags packed right under the card completion. Her bags are packed here. There's signs on the road pointing her the way. She's following her intuition. Remember, this is over the High Sage, the High Priestess. She's following her intuition. She's guided by her own inner light as she's holding a lantern here as to which way to go. She's in new territory, never been here before. It's all a mystery, feeling around in the dark. There's a feeling of, should I trust this? I'm still a little skeptical, or I'm still a little, I'm not getting the word I want. Like feeling trepidation about moving forward into an unknown territory, but there's so much inspiration and fire toward this new beginning and toward this interest that it's fueling this whole journey. So I feel like for you, there's no stopping you at this point. Like you're being activated big time in new levels of spiritual awareness. And also because of that, I'm getting more of your intelligence is coming online with her studying. Like I said, you may even be wanting to go to university or go through higher learning of some sort, take yourself through school again on some level, shaking off what didn't work, really stepping into what you want to fill your cup now. Remember the 10 of Cups, coming together with group or like-minded individuals to support your talents. So you could also be a medium, and you might also find joy and comfort in working with a group with your mediumship. There's a lot of support groups for mediumship, so you can practice with like-minded individuals, things like that. And it's just like a whole new journey for you, whatever this spiritual endeavor is, which it does feel spiritual to me. It does feel like it has to do with higher chakra activations. That's probably why the Hathors are here, full system upgrade. This isn't just about leaving victim mentality or a sour relationship. This is about you coming online like full circuit board, all clears, turned on, new perspective, new awareness. It's a whole new life. It's a whole new incarnation in this same life. So let's see what else comes through from the energy decks and the Starseed Guides by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, how is pile 1 being activated at this time? What do they need to know about their reading? The courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So yeah, maybe you're stepping also from it all maturing and happening internally, and now you're getting ready to share it with the world, with your community. What else do we need to know for pile 1? Wow, whale and orca elders, share your song. Remember the throat stuff, frequency of sound. Remember I was getting all those sound frequencies, clairaudience in the beginning, and diving deep. Share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. Whale and orca elders. This feels Lemurian to me. It really feels like it's time to share your true soul song, your true spiritual gifts, maybe your light language or your singing or your music of some sort. And portal, doors are opening, you decide, rewards and a wild card. Wow, super strong for new opportunities. And that's that 3 of Wands that we had right here, new opportunities, because you've let go of the old and you made a decision. I want better for myself. I want to fill my 10 cups. I want to share with pride in the ways I'm spiritually driven with the world and the collective at this time. I want to be a part of this big earth change. I feel like you're there. You're right in step. You haven't missed a beat. Like you're right on top of it. So good for you. This is pretty miraculous and incredible. So what else is coming through from our starseed decks? Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And you got the whale and orca elders. You have a lot of elders on your side, especially in the animal kingdom and the earth kingdom, Gaia, Native American spirits as well. I'm feeling, like I said, Lemurian guides coming in, Syrian guides, as they can be the more species that lives in the water. What else do we need to know for pile 1? Wow, that looks like Archangel Michael. Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? And maybe that's why I was getting all that throat congestion, because there's still something you have left to do. Like I said, I don't think you're in completion yet. I think there is a piece that's wanting your attention. I think you know what that piece is. Maybe this was the reading you needed to see to help you get there. Starseed, what lights you up? Yeah, this reading is all about what lights you up, definitely, for sure. Okay, and then I just want to pull a couple more energy cards for you. What are we feeling coming through for pile 1 at this time as far as gifts? Spirit of gratitude, having a newfound love for life and what opportunities you've been given. I'm feeling your knowingness about you yourself have been given a second chance because you took a second chance, and you're really grateful for that. 28. So this was a 7. This is a 28. This is a 10. Again, broken open. Yeah, this shift has broken you open. Major heart expansion. New understandings of love. Unconditional love I'm getting. And again, with the third eye and the crown, massive spiritual learnings at this time. Feeling the world. Again, with the earth coming up. You must be an empath, number 13. This is a 4, very earthy, stable energy, feeling the world, really wanting to help, really wanting to give back, feeling so grateful for what you've been given, what you've learned, what was offered to you, and now wanting to pay it forward, give it back. That's how it feels. Okay, let's do one more of these, and then we'll pull a final guidance card for pile 1. Healing the heart, definitely healing the heart for you guys. Number 23, which is a 5. So this is change. So you are definitely healing your heart. And this wasn't just this one past relationship you're coming out of, or maybe a series of relationships. This had gone way back into childhood or even previous incarnations. You've come full circle with this. That's why you're getting this opportunity for a new quote unquote incarnation at this time, and that you're becoming that teacher because you've really come full circle with it, processed through it deeply. And now it's time to answer your calling. That it may even be as a type of therapist for the heart, some inner child therapy perhaps, or trauma healing. Like I said, maybe even light language or energy work through healing with your voice, which also reminds me of the dolphins and the whales, and it says frequency of sound as well. I feel like you're not going to let anything hide at this time. The more openly you share yourself, the more fulfilled you will feel. The more you hold back, the more old stagnant energy will stick, and you will feel like not quite there, not quite there. Just open up, share your heart, share your voice. It's all being channeled through you at this time. You are not alone. You don't have to feel nervous. They are right here for you. Your elders, your ancestors, your spirit guides, ascended masters, and your star family, all rooting for you right now, helping activate you, helping to give you courage, and so proud of all the work that you've done. So let's see if we can finish with a positive, beautiful message from Spirit at this time. And we're going to do this one, the Healing Energy Oracle for you. Let's see. Okay, what is our final message? Beautiful message, uplifting message, inspiring message for pile 1. Goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. Sharing the love, definitely. Okay, so that was a beautiful reading. Let's get into your activation from the Hathors. So this is going to be fun. So if you feel comfortable, you can just close your eyes or you can just watch me read. You can also, if you choose, bring your hands to your heart in the prayer position. And we're going to work with the Hathor energy right now. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize yourself immersed in bright golden light. Draw down the energy of the stars by visualizing and feeling that you are one with them. You can silently repeat this prayer internally as I read, or you can just listen. Hathor, Queen of the Hathors. Hathor, Queen of the Hathors, Ancient One. Hathors, intergalactic light bearers and bringers of infinite intelligence. Thank you for drawing your light codes into my being. I welcome your energetic upgrades and shifts in my frequency. Thank you for unlocking the light in me. Thank you for showing me where my light has not yet reached. I allow myself to bathe in your starlight now. I welcome your programming into my energy centers, knowing it will bring insight into how I can grow, expand, and evolve. I welcome your energies into my energetic field, knowing they will bring love, support, and guidance. Like a column of light, penetrate my being with your infinite intelligence. Light me up with all that I need to know, connect with, and remember. Thank you for pouring your Hathorian codes into my energetic field. I welcome the upgrade now. And so it is. Wow, beautiful reading, pile one. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments. I would love that. Please like if it resonated with you, share, subscribe. And if you need a personal reading at this time, go to let'sevolvetogethertarot.com and you can book there. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. And welcome to your pile two. Thank you so much for being here. You chose Dwal Kul, Dharma Unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And you also chose Goddess Isis. So we'll get to her in a moment. With Dwal Kul, I feel this energy, very Capricornian energy of taking one step at a time. Easy does it. It's the Seven of Pentacles energy in the tarot, where he's seen as growing seeds, also Knight of Pentacles, but growing seeds and allowing them time to bear fruit and come to harvest. So there's a lot of time where it feels like nothing's happening, but there's actually a lot going on underneath the surface. And the Knight of Pentacles, where he's walking his horse. Most of the knights are on their horses. He's walking his horse slowly and dropping seeds into the ground. It's like seeds of intentions that will soon come to life with beautiful creative manifestations. So this is the energy of enjoy the journey, right? It's all about the journey and not the destination. That's the energy of your pile two. With that, there's so much power and magic unfolding spiritually and psychically for you right now. I think one of your gifts is patience over time. There's a lot percolating and happening here. And it feels like a very big shift in consciousness that will eventually lead you toward the goals and the manifestation of the intentions that you have. So with Goddess Isis, magic manifesting, that's why I feel all this manifesting energy come in. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So they're wanting you to stay focused on the path ahead, and also wanting you to know that yes, you're definitely 100% going the right direction. cast away your doubts. Try to understand your fears, work with those things that are coming up. It's all part of the process. It's all going to lead you to where you're going. I just want to feel into Isis here. This is about how to create that. Let me feel into how I want to say this. Because this is about the energy of timelessness, the spiritual ideal that you are an infinite being. It's the energy of everlasting life. It's leading with a spiritual fortitude that you have cultivated from your ancient past, maybe even from Egypt or Atlantis. This feels like the energy, like you have so much, it's like you can harness energy and direct it in a certain way. And maybe that's why there's all this verbiage of manifesting coming up at this time, where you have an intention and you set it out and you wait for it to grow. 7 of Pentacles, you plant those seeds of intention and you wait for them to grow and become what you envisioned. So dreams coming to life is what I'm getting for you at this time. So it feels like whatever it is that you could have set in motion, maybe even lifetimes, thousands of years ago perhaps, is finally coming to fruition now. So there is a dharma unfolding here for you. Like, I feel like you've been waiting for this for lifetimes, for eons. Like, this need, this desire feels so ancient. It's almost like you're waiting to come or to incarnate for a time on a planet where you could lead and guide souls through the greatest evolution of all time. It feels like the brink of moving from separatism into integration with your consciousness. So being able to shift from ego identification into this understanding that of connectedness, of how you are connected to the whole and how others are, and to others and how others are as well. So it's like wisdom teachings, or like the Syrian mystery schools, being able to pass on the wisdom of the Syrian mystery schools, how to use your life for spiritual growth, let's say, how to it's not like I want to use the word spells or, anything like that, but it is sort of that way where you're spell casting and you're setting intentions, or you're creating vision boards, or you're writing down what you want to manifest over and over again. But it just feels like this energy of repetitive ritual to bring about desired results in this very earthly and physical realm. So it feels almost like spirituality directed through physicality to make this experience that you're having on earth. It's like, I want heaven on earth. I want to bring heaven to earth. I want magic to manifest before my eyes. I want to teach people how to do that. So this feels very Merlin-ish, I guess you could say. There's a lot of Merlin energy here. You may connect with that archetype quite a bit. And I'm just seeing like this martial artist sort of conjuring energy and sending, conjuring it here internally and sending it off here externally. It just feels like magic, I guess. That's what I want to say. So with that, I feel like the throat chakra in particular is really important, because this is the energy of first I dream, then I express the dream. So the throat chakra is really the bridge between the physical and the spiritual, or the spiritual and the physical. When the spiritual finally becomes physical, it manifests through the throat chakra or through some expression that happens through your physical body. So it moves from spirit to earth through the throat, for instance. That's the vehicle. The throat is the vehicle. So I'm also seeing this energy of, there's a lot of movement in what I'm picking up for you guys. So I don't know if you are martial artists, or you're dancers, or in general, you're creators of something, right? So you generate energy. You create, you get things moving. So you like the energy of making things happen and seeing things play out before you. And so I feel like those are some of the gifts that you have that are coming on coming online right now to help you grow and others grow around you. I'm feeling that. Well, let's get in. Let's pull some more cards for you. Right here at this moment, I feel like this is more about you understanding your own power and how to bring heaven to earth and what that looks like and how to create and manifest, more so than it is about you working with groups. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be working with groups. I just feel like right now, in particular with this energy and this reading, this feels about understanding your own power and learning how to play with it, almost manipulate it, and learning where and why you would want to send it in certain directions. So I feel like you're also like learning a lot about the self, like the higher self. You're learning a lot about how the universe works and what's your role in it, and what do you even want your role to be in it according to like how you feel inside. So like really trying to find the path that resonates with you the most, like in which way do I want to manifest all this energy and really want this to play out. It's like you're really there with the clay, like I can really see you molding something or moving something about. And I can feel this energy of you wanting to get it going, which is why you got these cards of stay focused, stay grounded, one step at a time. You're getting there. It's happening. You're doing it. But don't get ahead of yourself. Don't move too fast. That's because, if we try to run forward before we're ready and make mistakes, then we've got to go like 20 steps back and start again at, a certain point. So you could be sending yourself backward by doing that. So make sure you're very sure-footed at this time, and you ask Spirit to help you stay focused on the path and the goal and to keep you from any distractions at this time. That could really help. So let's see what's coming up in the numerology for you, pile 2. How is this manifesting right now in your physical life with Isis? Magic manifesting, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So what does this look like for pile 2? We have 11, individuality. Yes, I do feel like this is about you expressing yourself. So we have Aries, or getting to know yourself. We have Aries energy here. We have 99, compassion. 2 master numbers already showing up. Whoa, 3 master numbers. This is amazing. Intuition, 22. And a 6, love. Wow, absolutely mega cards you got here. Compassion for self-love, learning how to connect with your intuition and manifest through that. This is about bringing the dark goddess to life. And by what I mean by dark goddess is your intuitive side, your sense of, and it's this energy, again, like I said, of the mystery of the feminine that's coming forward. So it's like learning how to work with the feminine in divine ways and positive ways in this lifetime. So maybe even before you used to work with dark magic, and now this time you're relearning, okay, I don't want to do dark magic anymore. I still want magic in my life. How do I harness this power and channel this energy through light and to do good? Because before, when I did it, there's a darkness in my past, and I've moved through that. Like, that's why I feel like you have all these master numbers. I feel like you've moved through so much evolution because of those darker paths that you've taken. And it's taken a long time, and that's why you're getting slow down. It's okay. You're getting there. You're getting there. This is the story of Milarepa, if you know that story in the Buddhist tradition of the great saint known as Milarepa. He basically attained his enlightenment in one lifetime, and he is revered by yogis and yoginis all over Tibet, all over Thailand, and in Buddhist, where they practice Buddhism. And basically Milarepa had a great family dynasty, so to speak, where his father had land, they had money, they were sort of affluent in their time. And when his father passed away suddenly, when Milarepa was quite young, unfortunately his uncle, and I believe his aunt, but I think the uncle would have had more play in this, according to the times and what women were and were not allowed to do, stole the land from Milarepa and Milarepa's family, including, I believe, his little brother and his mother, leaving them destitute and penniless, stole all their riches from them, claimed it for their own. I think they even made them work for them as like servants. And in exchange, Milarepa, conjuring, just feeling so much anger toward his family for what happened and what they did to his mother in particular. He decides to go study black magic with these masters, and he goes away and he studies black magic because he wants to get revenge. And he does get revenge, and unfortunately causes calamity not only amongst the family members, but also people in the community got affected as a result. You can watch the story of Milarepa online in a number of places. It's a really fascinating story. Anyway, Milarepa soon realizes what he has done, immediately feels remorse, and goes out to find his guru, his teacher, and through this process starts to purify his karma, which takes many, many years and a tremendous amount of hard work, doing the dharma, doing the practices, and also physical labor to burn the karma, and doing the practices that his teacher told him. And there were times when Milarepa felt extremely impatient because his teacher would only give him so many lessons, or asked him to, he basically asked him to build houses in completion and then tear them down. And Milarepa was like, what is this? I don't understand what this is. Where are the Buddha's teachings? I want more. And his teacher wouldn't give it to him yet because he had this knowing that Milarepa wasn't ready. But Milarepa was impatient. And remember, you have this energy of take one step at a time to happiness. Remember, you're on the path. Be patient. So with feeling pity for Milarepa, his guru's wife taught him these teachings. She kind of went behind the back of her husband and Milarepa's teacher and taught Milarepa these teachings, these great Buddhist teachings of enlightenment. And Milarepa realized very quickly that if he tried to take this shortcut, it was not going to end well. And so there was amends made through that whole process that happened with that. But in the end, he did go on to finally, with his teacher, find his enlightenment and free his soul from karma and the karmic cycles that he had to face as someone who caused death to innocent people. So that's huge. That's huge. And that's interesting that story came out for you right then. You may have have had experience with being a yoga student in this life and have had a teacher or have a teacher, a spiritual teacher. But I'm just seeing in general for this pile, in previous incarnations, there was this dealing with an exchange with dark magic or black magic, and you're really wanting to experience the light side of it now. So that was like the shadow, and this is the light. And understanding how you can channel that same dark goddess energy and use her to transmute your shadow and integrate your shadow to bring more of your own consciousness to light in this lifetime, and to bring those gifts with you and to have more of a positive impact with your gifts on those around you and in your life at this time. So there's this wanting to, hurry up and do it. But anyway, through this process of moving from dark or shadow to light, that you've had to have a great amount of self-compassion and self-love, because I think there was a lot of guilt, like racked with guilt kind of energy and regret and remorse over what you chose previously in previous lifetimes. And you're really following now the path toward unconditional love, toward compassion for all beings. So here we come now back to feeling the interconnectedness of all beings, practicing unconditional love, teaching this to ourselves and others. So there's this practice that's happening. Like I said, your reading just seems so ritualistic. There's a repetition of certain rituals, and with any kind of intention making, mantra repetition, yoga practice, meditation practice, spell incantations, there is always repetition. So I feel like you just have this deep past, very strong roots in being a mystic, a yogi, a so-called priestess or priest. So really interesting reading. Let's see. So that feels like some of your gifts that you're tapping into in this lifetime. So how is this coming through in their physical lives for pile 2? Okay, so I'm getting that you might feel drawn to being a shaman, taking people on vision quests, understanding dreams like lucid dreaming, astral traveling. So for you, I'm getting like the higher dimensional activation. It's time to go on that holiday that you've been dreaming about, live life. I do feel like for you, yes, you are going to, and that's why I feel like maybe they're like, whoa, slow down. You've done so much work in the past. This life, this might be one of those lifetimes where they're like, put your feet up, take a break, and enjoy some of this incarnation. Like part of wanting to serve others is learning how to serve the self. So now we're coming back to those notions of understanding how to receive love as much as you give love. So that could be a big lesson that's come up for you in this lifetime. What else for... Wow, that one flipper, dude. Hold on. Oh, we got one. Okay. Home. It's time to renovate or change something in your home environment or move home. So you got 2 cards already about, and this is what I was saying, this feels so much about you right now, and you got the individuality card. I feel like you're renovating internally and you're really wanting to like hurry up and grow. That's kind of how that feels. If you're feeling impatient or restless, a really wonderful way to channel your energy would be to like renovate your house or just redo the furnishings and trade everything out and focus your energy in more of a creative way, because you can't hurry up the evolutionary process. And trust in your intuition. Wow, in what you are feeling, sensing, seeing, or experiencing. And then heal. You have a natural gift for healing through your hands, words, or actions. Beautiful. You got a lot of H's here. H. That is really cool. So more with intuition, and of course, having this ability to be in touch with what you feel intuitively or energetically allows you to be a healer for yourself and a channel for healing for others, which is really beautiful. So that could be a way that this might be showing up for you, especially with your work, if you do choose to guide people through journeys, like dream journeys or journeying, spirit journeys, so that they can rediscover themselves or pieces of themselves or pieces of their shadow. So it does feel like, you're going to have a really strong understanding of what it feels like to transmute the shadow and be able to help people with that. So you might be like a therapist or do trauma healing, that kind of thing. You also might be an energy worker or find yourself working on multidimensional levels in the Akashic realms or the dream realms to heal the past, help people heal the past or heal themselves through past life regression, for instance. Your pile feels very... it's like the work that's done is not just here physically on this earth plane. It's off in the dream world. It's in past lives. It's in the Akashic records. It's in that cosmic space where parallel lives are and past lives exist, where you're going to be pulling through a lot of information to help people on their shadow journeys so that they can see what they need to face now in order to move forward in their lives toward their own soul integration. So that's really powerful stuff. And I do feel like you guys could do that if you're feeling called to that. And I feel like this is making you a little like nervous or uneasy, like if you're not sure about diving into that work. I do feel like the more you do your own inner work, the more it makes sense and the more confident you will feel in those steps forward. If this is just the beginning, for instance, of you getting interested in this work that's inspiring you forward, like this deep trauma work or working in the astral realms, for instance, and you're going to be taking some certification courses and stuff, I do feel like you have the talent, and maybe it's just a matter of getting to know yourself on deeper levels that you don't know yet. So doing the work yourself first is very, very important. I do feel like that's coming up for you. So let's see what the tarot says. And I'm going to move these up a bit. Okay, so, and definitely look up Milarepa if you've never heard that story or seen it. There's some good documentaries on YouTube about Milarepa. There may even be a documentary on Netflix. I haven't looked in a while. Okay, so tarot, what do you want to tell us? Okay, they want me to flip the deck. I'm going to give this a good shuffle. Got the Black Magic Tarot out for you. That's not what it's called, but it's what it looks like, that's for sure. This is one of my favorite decks. I also getting this feeling like, you know, you could also do like the strong energy clearings for people, like spiritual release therapy. Like you have the ability to do things like that, helping people to release pretty heavy attachments or confusion in this life. Maybe even coming out of if they have a tendency to be very depressed or mentally ill, it's like you're not afraid. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy, but I feel like you are going to want to get that training in order to be able to pull that off, even if you have experienced it. And I think once you start going through the training, it'll really expose those natural gifts that you've come into this life with. Very interesting reading, pile 2. Okay, so what do we see for tarot here for pile 2? 7 of coins in reverse. This is the energy I was mentioning here with Dwal Kul, where he was saying take one step at a time. You're still going through a lot of your own healing and a lot of your own understanding of this energy, and just, you know, take that holiday, you know, take time to renovate internally, go through your own process, to keep doing your healing work. It's a very important part of your journey is doing your work at this time. 4 of coins. Yeah, it feels like this could be foundational. So the 4 of coins is usually in the traditional Rider-Waite deck shows a person hugging 4 coins very closely to their chest. So that could mean there's a holding on or an attachment, but you have the 4 of coins in reverse under compassion. So this could be you opening up to a deeper level of self-compassion, but I'm going to pull a clarifier on that. Ace of Cups, a new level of self-love, definitely. Yes, and that's upright. So I'm definitely feeling that. And you got the love card. And then what's under love, Spirit? 7 of Swords. Are you worthy of receiving love? And can you take the steps that you need to take? For instance, you are worthy of receiving love, and you don't need to go behind anyone's back to get it. So that's the energy of the 7 of Swords. The energy of the 7 of Swords can sometimes be synonymous with stealing. It's the thief that steals the goods in the night when everyone is sleeping and makes his way out before the break of dawn. So any tactics, right, behavior tactics you've used in the past to get things to go your way, it's very manipulative, for instance. It's learning how to operate this time by doing things, quote unquote, the right way. And this was the quick way, that 7 of Swords. So that was how to do it with shortcuts. That might be why they're saying one step at a time to happiness. Don't take any shortcuts. This is a pattern of yours. Don't allow it to take over. You have realized you're more than that with the Ace of Cups. You're feeling another path unfold. You're seeing your worth. You're wanting to share love. You're not wanting to work through this 7 of Swords energy anymore, this toxic pattern. Tell me about the 4 of Coins, Spirit. What is this? Ace of Coins. Wow, this is a new beginning. Like you are realizing, so you have an Ace of Coins and an Ace of Cups. A brand new beginning. opportunity in career and love, self-love, and also understanding for yourself. This is Venus energy. This is like, what do I value and how does that play out in my life? This is new beginnings with understanding of finances, but also opportunity with work, like being able to share what you love with others coming in. This is like brand new territory that is showing up for you. Although there's more for you to understand on the self level, and that could be the journey of your whole life. Like this whole life is about you understanding yourself and the way the energies play through you, and then how you channel and manifest through those positive energies, and by healing yourself and integrating yourself. And also, meanwhile, right, you need to support yourself and you need to engage with your community and your family and your environment. There's new opportunities coming in that are going to help you on your journey of understanding the self. And they're going to support you on your journey of understanding the self. And it's not going to have to do with any shortcuts or any toxicity. You're going to be able to recognize these people or these energies coming in by how aligned it feels and how resonant it feels for you now. Not based on a past experience of yourself or your past choices, but based on how you want things to look and go and unfold now. And that's why we have magic manifesting. Your dreams, vision, and goals are becoming a reality. Stay focused. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't allow who you once were to be who you are next, if that's not what you want. So that's kind of energy I'm getting with this. And the High Sage, you have the High Priestess here. So she is all about following her intuition and going within to discover like the mysteries of the world. She goes within to access her higher self, her higher wisdom, and she channels and downloads everything she needs and that power that she naturally and innately has to be able to make her world what she wants it to be externally. So I really do feel like that's the energy of heaven on earth, like I said in the beginning. And Dwell Cool is about your Dharma unfolding. What work will you do in the world? And I feel like those things might be starting to show up for you. And this is soul purpose work. We've got the Ace of Cups combined with the Ace of Coins. This is doing your soul purpose or your soul mission. This is doing a labor of love, for instance. This is doing something for the love of it coming to life and your way of giving back. And like I said, I feel like you're paying it forward, and that is coming into play, like how you're going to share that with others. So let's see how this plays out in the energy oracle. Let's get some clarity on these tarot cards, please, Spirit. Okay, we have the Seven of Coins in reverse, and I do feel like that's being patient with self-growth. And did I forget to read? Darn it. I started this reading a little discombobulated, and I apologize. We have this beautiful book by Kyle Gray about Goddess Isis. I'm going to read everything she's about for you, and then at the end we're going to do a little intention and prayer, speaking of rituals and intentions and magic making with Goddess Isis. We'll have that opportunity at the end. So for now, let's just see what this energy oracle card says, and then maybe we'll peek in that book. So sorry about that. Wow, number 42 is a 6 again. We've got 2 6s, and here we have woman holding a coin. This is that Queen of Pentacles energy. She's super comfortable with making things happen in the time that they need to, in the way that they need to, manifesting, creating. She's the Empress. And look at the black cat sitting next to her. She's following her inner guidance, and that's why she's so comfortable. She's trusting in Spirit to lead her the way, to not lead her astray, and to guide her toward what it is that she wants to manifest in this life. This is affluence, this is abundance, this is fertility, this is multiplication of finances, and being able to share your gifts with the world. This is a very earthy card. The Pentacles represent earth. And right next to the Ace of Coins, I feel like you're coming into a very abundant time. So you may be getting an opportunity coming soon if it hasn't showed up yet. And what else for the Ace of Coins under compassion? Interesting. Wow, caring connections of 5, a 5 and a 6, right under compassion. So learning how to be more compassionate with self will automatically lead you to being more compassionate with others and what they're going through. So developing caring connections, healthy, divine partnerships, nothing based on heavy karma or toxic cycles. This is the energy of I want to do this different this time, especially with compassion in the equation. And how about the Ace of Cups and intuition? 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Wow. So I really want to read this. I really do. Archangel Metatron is really like bringing through our higher chakra gifts, psychic gifts. So let's see what it says. Clarity of thought and personal vision. I love it. This very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective toward broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold, and the clouds of confusion are clearing, definitely. In some ways, this could be a new beginning, for you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision, individuality. What do you want your life to look like in the years ahead? Yes, create a clear picture of that, and that's your intention, your vision board. And support it with your daily thoughts. Support. So it says create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. Yes, that's that vision board energy. So strong. Clarity of thought, intuition. There's a lot of energy coming through here as far as what you're receiving on the inner, coming through and allowing you to direct your life. Remember, she's confident and clear about where she wants to go now. You have intuition, individuality, the Empress energy with the woman holding a coin, and then finally with the 7 of Swords under love. Wow, door to romance. Yes, I feel like you're finding your own key to success in a very healthy and divine and unconditionally loving relationship. It's like you found the key to the door. This has a lot to do with Chiron and healing our wounds and healing our past. There's a lot going on here for you right now with that. This could also be the energy of Mars and Cancer, which we have going on right now as a transit through May until 20th of May. Healing past relationships and wanting to, have a redo, have that, like I said, that chance to try again in a whole new way with a whole new realm. Like you're working with a new medium, right? This is the medium of light. This is the medium of high frequency love and sharing, compromise, connection, communication, high frequency stuff. And it's a new medium to play with. Like I said, I feel like you're molding clay. And I feel like you're trying to understand this for yourself first before you share it with another. And that's a really good perspective to have. Okay, so let's see. I believe... okay, so I'm going to pause because I do want to read your Isis description because you had this beautiful card here to start with. And then we're going to go into some starseed decks and then a final card and then a final intention with like a prayer with Isis, okay? Isis is one of the foremost goddesses of the ancient Egyptian pantheon. She is a high priestess, goddess, and mother figure all in one and is strongly associated with the energies of the moon, magic, love, and conquering the underworld. Exactly, conquering the underworld. That's what I was picking up. And of course, you got the high priestess. These are really similar. Isis is a powerful energy. Through her life experiences, connections, and understandings of magical forces, when it came to her passing, she ascended to master status. Remember, you got all these master numbers? That's what I'm feeling for you guys too. And that's what I was saying through the beginning. In the pyramid texts, Isis is described as assisting the deceased and as the wife of Osiris, god of the underworld. She is seen as someone who has overcome the energy of death. Similar to the death card in the tarot, this means she can help us be reborn after a challenging situation or difficult transition. If you ever find yourself in a dark space where the old is dying off around you, Isis will help you transcend fear and despair and re-emerge into the light. Isis is a keeper of magical energy. She is dedicated to helping those who feel called to connect with their inner priestess. She helps us see that magic isn't something that comes to us, but an energy we awaken within. She is particularly drawn to those stepping into and honoring their feminine energy. Through connecting with Isis, we can access the power of the moon and initiate the priestess inside us. Isis will help us claim our power to know, to heal, right? To become that strong, powerful, and disciplined soul we want to be. It is important to be aware that as she is a goddess who works with the underworld, she will show us aspects of ourselves that need to be faced, reclaimed, and healed. Everything in the shadows will be brought to the light so that we can become a greater vessel for healing light and magic. Wow. Okay, so she can help with facing the shadow, claiming your inner magic, connecting to the power of the moon and the stars, moving through a challenging situation, and honoring the power of the feminine. I love that for you guys. I feel so much of that through your reading. Okay, so let's get the starseed cards out and we'll see what they say. And this is also guidance. And then we'll read a final card and the intention from Isis. Priestess, no joke. I'm serious. You got the priestess card. Whoa. How are you being called to step up and lead? Wow, wow, wow. Isis is here, you guys. I feel her. That is so awesome. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Both of these. How are you being called? You're feeling a calling. And that's why they're like, slow down. It's all happening. Don't worry. Play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious, right? Again, you got the holiday card and you got play. I mean, that's sort of double confirmations we're getting here. And one more. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. You guys are that mystic, are that high priest or priestess coming through in this lifetime. It's all happening. You just need to take it in stride. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay, so for pile 2, what other guidance is here for them? Inner Earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Beautiful. For pile 2, Spirit. Wow. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Yeah, I think you'll be that black sheep kind of energy, or you might identify with that. You got the love. Hedarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. I do feel like that's what you're coming through and learning how to navigate more in a healthy way. Let's do one more. A new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Yeah, stay the course. Like you keep getting that reminder. Stay the course. Okay, so let's look now at, we'll do your final supportive healing energy oracle card. And then we're going to do the beautiful reading and intention prayer with Isis. Okay, what is the last supporting energy that we have here for pile 2? These are tricky to shuffle because they're so long. Attention. Ooh, again about manifesting. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Wow. I feel that Capricorn energy again. Remember, I was feeling that with the one step at a time kind of energy. Effort over time equals growth. My teacher always says that. Okay, so let's read from the prayer, okay? So this is a time where you, if you want to, you can close your eyes. You can put your hands at your heart in prayer position, or you can just listen. This is a reclaiming magic activation from Goddess Isis through Kyle Gray. So let's do this. Closing your eyes, take a nice deep breath. With each and every inhale, feel yourself reaching upward. See yourself aligned with the midnight sky, surrounded by stars, breathing, connected, and one. Welcome in Isis with the words, and you can repeat it after me inside, or you can just listen. Holy Isis, cosmic light goddess, mother of many with many names, faces, and forms, thank you for wrapping me in your wings at this time. O Mother of Magic, moon worker, take me to your inner temples and light the spark of magic in me. I am willing to remember and reclaim the parts of myself that I have cast out, left behind, or been discouraged from developing. I remember and reclaim the lost parts of myself. I call them back from the shadows. I reclaim my most magical aspects. Thank you, Isis, for pouring your lunar light over me now. Thank you for bathing my heart, mind, and energy field in your healing rays as I reclaim my magic. I bow before you and welcome your blessings. I am so grateful to be guided by your presence, and so it is. Wow. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for doing this with me today, being here with me today. You have a beautiful future and presence unfolding before you. Believe in it. It's happening. It's all because of your hard work and dedication. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. As a powerful exchange for this reading, please like, share, and subscribe for more. And if you need a personal reading at this time, go to my website at letsevolvetogethertarot.com, and I will see you next time. Bye. Aloha and welcome to your reading pile 3. I am so happy you're here. These readings have been out of this world, cosmic, so beautiful. Okay, you chose White Eagle Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now, as well as serious star blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. So I am getting this energy of, whatever you feel is limiting you at this time and holding you back. I feel like your Syrian star family and guides are saying, you can do this. This is an old family wound that you've taken on. This isn't something that belongs to you. You've just taken it on from past generations. It's been imprinted on you. You can heal this at this time. Your star beings, your Syrian guides are here now to help you heal that, as well as your star ancestors and your family ancestors as well through the family line. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. And I feel like they're trying to encourage you to get to that place where you feel worthy enough to express your gifts that are coming online, to own them, to stand in your power and shout out, this is me. And they're saying, be seen, allow yourself to be seen, push through this. This is the birth experience, push through. It's like breaking through your own glass ceiling, through your own limitations about who you thought you could be in this life. And they're saying, dear child, know that you are everything and that you can be everything. And the last thing we want is for the limited experiences and perceptions we developed as a result of those experiences. The last thing we want is those to influence you and you shining your light, because you have a very special mission in this lifetime. And we're here to encourage you to come out of that shell that you've taken on to protect yourself for survival and to really shine your light. So I'm seeing like starseed energy, obviously light worker energy, a very powerful healer, for instance. There is the energy of persecution coming up with your Akashic records coming through here. Not just like being persecuted as a light worker in the past or as a so-called witch, but maybe even as a Native American, and having your whole tribe be, going through prosecution or persecution. That was not something that they deserved. So this feels like it's very intense, very heavy, very convoluted. And of course, it would be hard not to take that on. So they're saying, and I can't imagine you've gotten this far and ended up in this reading without having looked at that a little bit. I'm sure you have. But I feel like what they're saying is these last few knots, or this last place that's got you caught, can be completely healed now, and you can push through this, and you can be that person you know you were meant to be. So let's check in with Kyle Gray's book. I've been reading from this book for everyone's pile. It's so powerful. So what we do is we read a little bit about the energy coming through, wanting to support you at this time. We've got the Syrian energy coming through. And then at the end, we say an intention as well, channeled by Kyle Gray. So let's go ahead and start with the reading. And then we'll pull some cards for you, Oracle and Tarot, okay? So we've got, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but Sopdet, Queen of Sirius. Sopdet is the ancient Egyptian name for the star Sirius. So please correct me in the comments and tell me how to pronounce this the accurate way, because I'm sure I have this wrong. One of their most important stars. The goddess Sopdet is its feminine personification. Her name in hieroglyphics can be translated as triangle or sharp one. In Greek, she's called Sothis, which again is the name for Sirius. She has been depicted in many forms, most often as a woman wearing a white crown topped by a star. Although sometimes she has an elongated head or headpiece, she often appears with Isis, another queen of heaven. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky and was of utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians. In fact, our current new year was celebrated as the coming of Sopdet, as during the last week of December, Sirius can be found high in the sky between midnight and dawn. Oh, beautiful. So what Kyle Gray is saying here, okay, I feel like I have to include this part for this. This bright star is a mysterious one. There is a famous book called The Sirius Mystery by Robert Temple that presents the idea that the Dogon people of Mali in West Africa were once in contact with beings from the Sirius star system. What's interesting is that the Dogon people have a tribal diagram with the path of Sirius A, the brightest star in the sky, and its white dwarf companion Sirius B, which is not visible to the naked eye and wasn't discovered until 1862. Do they know about it because beings visited them from that star system? And is it possible that the ancient Egyptians, too, were in touch with the beings from Sirius, and that Sopdet wasn't just a deity, but a personal contact they had in the stars? Definitely a lot to think about there as far as getting in touch with your own channeling or doing your own connecting with your spirit guides and star family, for instance. Yeah, because he's saying, I genuinely believe that the Sirius star system is the home of a race of humanoid beings who are most likely living in a dimension higher than our own. Just like the angels, these beings can be contacted through meditation and spiritual practice. Okay, as these beings are from the brightest star in the sky, their mission is to bring great light to the earth. Many of them are now incarnating upon the earth right now as light workers, and that's what I feel for you, Pile 3. These people will feel called and connected to the stars. Just hearing the name Sirius will make them feel connected, and they may have the sense that they are remembering home. Often star people of all kinds are born feeling somehow out of place or that they don't belong. They find themselves spacing out and dreaming about lands far away from here. With that being said, they came here for a purpose, and through remembering their starry origins, many of them will be able to connect with the mission that they are here to fulfill. Remember I said, it's like it's coming, and you just have that last big hurdle to get over, it's like a ball and chain you need to let go of. That last ball and chain to step out of that last holding pattern. Okay, so working with Sopdet, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Find light and darkness, develop a connection with your star power, remember your cosmic origin, and connect with star people guides. If you feel strongly called to connect to Sirius and its star beings, you will feel called to find the star in the midnight sky and experience the feeling of being home once again. Wherever you are from, Sopdet's activation will beam up your energy and allow you to be surrounded by infinite light. This is very powerful and so galactic. This is such a strong starseed energy with this group. Okay, so we're going to do the starlight activation at the end. Okay, so let's see what kind of oracle cards and more information we can get from your reading for today. Oh, also, I just want to tune in here to what might be being activated for you at this time. Definitely wisdom coming through. I feel like you bring the wisdom of the star people. This also has to do with, because the star people were the first people to seed and grow the earth, and had a lot to do with altering and morphing our DNA and how we became the humans we are today. I feel like you may have an understanding about science or working with nature or in agriculture or biology in general, that you're able to offer a deeper understanding of these scientific workings with to people who live on Earth now, and how to up level all of the understanding or upgrade the science, for instance, for humanity. That's coming through, and this is a very Syrian thing to incarnate as a gift, as something you're offering to humanity. That would be, a lot of Syrians are healers, doctors, scientists, like that. So this is all in line with that. So not only do I feel like maybe you're carrying a family wound through your ancestry, I also feel like you're carrying a multitude of gifts and high intelligence to share with your deeper understandings of science, physics perhaps, and in general cultivation of Earth, and how it all works together, and why, and then the future unfoldment for future generations, and concerning agriculture and how we work with the land and things like that. So this feels like that kind of energy. Definitely healer energy present here. And I feel like this knowingness of who you are on a deep level, on a deep soul level, or as a star being that you were before, like coming in with the gifts from previous incarnations on different star systems, on different planets, off world, and bringing through the gifts that you cultivated here at this time. So it's like a double mission. You, yes, needed to clear this ancestral pattern and heal this wound for you and the line, and you also are bringing through your offering to the world as far as advancing science. So that feels very cool. So let's look at the numerology for you and see how that's showing up. Okay, so what is the numerology for pile 3 concerning this reading that we're getting? Very powerful starseed reading. What is the numerology? 93, happy ending. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a 12, which is a 3, so creation. Now we have 9, multiples of 3, completion. Look at that, right under a family wound or a pattern can be healed now. You have completion. This karmic cycle is coming to a completion. You will never have to redo this again. You will not, you are done, right? You've just got to finish. So happy ending. This has a happy ending. And 4610, domestic harmony, beautiful, as that can really, ancestral runes can really affect the family, tear the family apart even. So domestic harmony, again, a 10, finishing of a cycle. Super powerful. So, right now this could be playing out in your family quite a bit. Family dynamics. And 19, pride. Having family pride even. Being proud of your family and their gifts, but really wanting to work together at a new level, at a higher level. Like wanting to help them clear the karma away so you guys can really show and live into your truest and highest potential on the earth at this time. Like you can see all you have to offer, and you're wanting to get out of the muck of this complication and this like drama that's been happening over centuries. And let me get another one for you here. Spiritual career. So this is about you and maybe even other family members finally having that spiritual career or following that spiritual path. And one of the ways that you're going to be able to do this so successfully is because you have been through all this challenge and have had to work through and transmute a deep karmic wound or pattern, and it has brought you to this point where you have a really profound spiritual understanding, especially with all your star connections. and you're really wanting to show not only your family but other people here on earth how to live a more conscious, evolved life and what that looks like. So I feel like for your reading, there's a lot about walking the talk and being the example that I'm seeing coming through right now as I'm picking up on these cards. So let's see what Divine Directions has to say. So how is this manifesting in their physical lives, Spirit? Family. Wow. Double, triple confirmations. Family is everything. Reconnect with them or tell them you love them. So if you haven't talked to them, now is the time. Sorry, I forgot I was doing that for everybody. Wow, so powerful. Right next to the ancestry wound. So yes, it could be with your family right here, right now on earth. This could also be your star family. There was a wound there because you were separated from them when you were incarnated on earth. That's also a wound. And feeling like you're alone, like you're not home. Like, why did you send me here? And it's important to know that you had conscious participation and made the choice to come here for the evolution of your soul and what looks like to clear and realign a family line. So you had a lot of missions. So I think taking the blame out of it. Energy, try to keep a positive energy by surrounding yourself with positive people. Wow, definitely. I wouldn't say put yourself in the lion's den. You don't need to move in with them if there was a very sticky, tricky, difficult situation there. But it does feel like something can be healed now. So you would have to be the one to discern how and why and where and what and all of that. Powerful time for you guys, for sure. Okay, how is this manifesting? Wow, proud again. Be proud of who you are, where you've been and where you're going. Be proud of the family. Be proud of how far you've come as a result of the lessons learned. You don't have to be proud of the family, but I'm getting that you are proud. Like there's certain things that were hard, and also there's certain reasons why you're proud. And that, like I said, I feel like you're wanting them to be in their full potential also. Like you're really not wanting to do this without them. It's almost like, can I grow and move ahead? Am I leaving them behind? That can come up a lot with family ancestry wounds. You often feel like if you grow and evolve, that you're leaving them behind, but you're not. You're actually helping them move forward as well through your example. Like I said, you're walking the talk, you're the example, and you're helping show them the way. You're carving the path, you're lighting the path, all those things. And you should be proud of yourself and how far you've come and be able to make it out of the darkness alive and with such a strong head on your shoulders and your head held high. Positive. Enjoy this positive time. Smile. Know that everything is going well. We did get happy ending. So there's a lot here in basking in how far you've come, being grateful in that and of the lessons, and just to keep moving forward, stay focused on the path ahead. But also it looks like there's a little left to be contended with as far as family wounds are concerned. So any last messages here, Spirit, about how this is manifesting physically now? Home. It's time to renovate or change something in your home environment or move home. Ooh, interesting with family. So, that's up to you on how that plays out. Maybe move closer to home, or maybe now that you feel new and feel like you're taking on a new persona, for instance, you want to renovate your home and make it feel more resonant with you now. Interesting. Every pile got home. Every single pile got that. So that is interesting. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you guys. Epic readings today. Absolutely magical, powerful readings. Okay, Tarot, what do we have to say for pile 3? Clearing the family line, stepping into full power, psychic gifts coming online, maybe even science coming into the picture, deeper understandings about the way the earth operates and works on a scientific level, on a cellular level. Ooh, the moon, look at that. So the mysteries coming through, the great mystery coming out into the open is what I'm getting with that. The 9 of Swords under completion. So this very difficult cycle this anxiety, this stress, this worry, this is what's coming to completion. There is a happy ending. It's got that purple star and the purple star here. It's being promised to you. This has a happy ending. 5 of Cups, domestic harmony. Yeah, there was a lot of regret. There was a lot of guilt. There was a lot of pain and loss. And so coming into happy ending, completing a cycle, domestic harmony as you move forward. And this could even be with your own family, not wanting to repeat those same cycles you did with your original family. Under Pride, we have Conqueror of Coins. This is the Knight of Coins. So that's that nice, slow, steady, stable, loyal energy. And then under Spiritual Career, we've got 3 of Swords. So turning the pain of the past into the food and the abundance and what will fuel you for your future. You're really using the lessons of the past as compost for your future growth, for your now growth. That is really, these are really powerful cards. The Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. I feel like this is because, so Wheel of Fortune is a change for the positive, a change for the better. In reverse, there is a slight finishing of business that has to happen. I feel like that has to do with this healing this family wound. And then after this is processed through in the way that you feel is complete, then you'll be able to shift into this new level where you really feel like, yes, proceed, be seen, push through, rebirth, that kind of energy. Like it's time to shine. It's time to be that true soul self. It's time to step into your full power. It's time to express it, show it, share it, and then live it. Like really walk the talk, live it through the way you set up your life and create your life now. I feel like you're taking your time with this. You are proud. You do want this spiritual career to be successful. And I feel like you're taking your time step by step. I want to do this right. I want to, it's like you're really stepping into a place where no member of your family has gone before. So this is the energy of I'm the only one, or the first one who went to college, or I am the only one who didn't become an alcoholic. Or, it's that energy. Like you are rare and unique in the family. And I don't know if I said it, but that it's that black sheep energy coming up. Oh yes, pile 2 had it too. You are different and you are unique. And your true reason for being here, there was a few. One of them is coming to fruition now. You're completing one and you're moving on to the next one. So one soul mission into another. And I feel like the secrets, the mystery of why you came are being revealed. This has a happy ending. I feel like that's very clear with the reading we got there. So let's see what the Energy Oracle has to say for these tarot cards. So we'll pull, I think I've been doing one for each. So let's do that. What do you have to say for these tarot cards, Spirit, for pile 3? Sorry if that shuffle was really loud. I keep forgetting the microphone's over there. I literally always forget about that microphone. So what do we have to say about the moon? What can you tell us about the moon for pile 3, Spirit? Wow, woman holding a heart, number 44. This came up in our full moon in Libra reading. We got the yellow here. It looks like you might be finding a divine counterpart or a divine companion that shares those same high ideals of living a different life, different than our ancestors, and wanting to show how to live in a more conscious, more unconditionally loving example of relationships, of family. Remember, you got all these family cards, positive energy. So finding someone who's on that same wavelength as you, that's what that feels like. Completion, we have indecision, number 8. So this is that energy, like I said, feeling slightly fearful of moving on without them, or feeling like you're moving on without them or leaving them behind. As far as your original family, your immediate family is concerned. I think there's something caught in that you need to look at or feel into for yourself. What has not been met yet that's coming up inside of you, having to deal with the family wound or pattern. Something there, like I said, you're not quite complete, right? You're on your way, you're almost there. But this beautiful understanding of these patterns and how they play out and these wounds and how they control us through the subconscious is something you're going to be able to share as far as your spiritual career is concerned. How do you want to teach others? I feel like you're bringing this starseed understanding of how to live a higher frequency life down to earth. There's this energy of bringing star life to earth life, and how to, it's almost like, if I do that, I'm going to feel like not even part of my original family anymore. But I think it's like allowing that to be your roots, and understanding where you came from is the foundation of where you're going. And that's a really important aspect of it. And you can't go anywhere without them. It's physically impossible. I mean, it's energetically impossible, right? It's energetically impossible. We're all connected, and we're all in the same energy field, and we're all going to go to the same place in the end. Like we all are in the same place. We don't disappear when we die. I mean, so it's impossible. It's impossible to go anywhere apart from each other. And so it's like dissolving that attachment to the idea of separateness, leaving people behind, feeling like we're moving on without them. None of that actually holds when you bring it up into the higher understanding, spiritual understandings of how we're all one, right? We cannot move on without each other. That's why when some of us start to evolve and grow and move, the others of us feel compelled to move in that direction. We're moving like this wave of energy, right? And we all pull on each other like that. So I do feel like you're going to be making some clear decisions soon. Domestic harmony, wow, door to value. I feel like this is valuing yourself. This is a 4. Domestic harmony, stability. Like I said, you have that beautiful stable energy with the Conqueror of Coins, the Knight of Coins. This is a 6. This is a 3, 9, 10, 10. You got 2 10s right next to each other. I feel like healing this wound is going to allow you to open the door to abundance. This is love, self-love. This is abundance as far as career and finances are concerned. This is manifesting the life you want. It's everything. It's the door to the next new you. Okay, so what about Conqueror of Coins? 52, which is a 7, Goddess of the Moon. This is the Moon card in the tarot. This is that intuition. I feel like you are following your intuition. You're living through, you're answering the call of your intuition, and you're matching your feelings with how you want to operate and live in the world. You want it to feel a certain way. You want to feel good in your life. And I feel like, you're not going to go anywhere without really wanting to resonate with your choices now. There's a certain resonance that comes through this card. And like I said, it's like this mystery, because you've already received it here, the Moon. So you've got it twice. So you could be a Cancerian zodiac, especially with women holding a heart. You just have this great big heart you want to share. But I feel like there's something very deep about you that's coming to the surface and being revealed and known. And I feel like you're really wanting to share that. You're like, wow, I'm more than this body. And I feel like you know that, and you have known that. And you're really wanting to share it with people. So you could possibly even be a poet or a writer, an intuitive, a reader, an energy guide, a healer. There's a lot of this healing energy coming up. So yeah, definitely healer energy, maybe more mainstream, more allopathic, maybe a doctor, scientist of sorts. So, but there is something, there's a great mystery that you have that's going to be shared in this life, and you will share it. And through this work this challenge that you've had in the past, that's why this has the seeds to come to fruition. You got two indecision cards, because I was looking at this indecision as a 2, but it's an 8. Usually this is like the 2 of Swords, for instance, indecision. You've got envy here. I do feel like this, maybe someone envious of you, your spiritual career, your growth, how much you've opened up, how far you've come. Could even be sibling rivalry, for instance, and just being envious of you being able to transmute all the darkness you guys have been through and come into the light, or lead with the light on and lead the path for others. And I feel like there's some darker energy wanting to pull you back or hold you down or keep you from opening or expanding into your next manifestation and into your mission. So, it might be important to know, how do I put up my egg of protection energetically, and to do that every single day, sometimes twice a day, to know how to clear your energy, to know how to do that energetic clearing work. You do have this energy of being a shaman or a medicine healer of some sort. So you have the talent within you to be able to do these things if you haven't investigated or researched this yet. So maybe taking some classes on how to do those types of clearings for yourself, and maybe people close to you if you're not, wanting to share that with the public or something. But I do feel like it's a talent you have. And so just doing your spiritual hygiene can really go far for you. Group 3 is definitely what I'm getting for you. So let's see what your star family wants to let you know. These are just uplifting messages about your path from your star family, what they want, how they want to encourage you. Star mother, how can you mother yourself? Again, we're getting that Cancerian energy. How can you nurture yourself? Let's do that. Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Wow, such powerful light worker energy with this pile. This is also the energy of Orion. Mintanka was a star in the Orion belt system, and it was a place of refuge. It was a place where people who were traveling in spaceships would stop and take a break and recalibrate their energy, relax in the beautiful lagoons of Mintanka. And there were like guest houses and rest houses and vacation places to stay, and it was a heaven, it was a haven, and it was a paradise of sorts where people could go for safe refuge. So this says longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. So I'm getting that people also would come there for healing and to come back home to themselves internally through energy work, crystal work. I'm feeling Lemuria here, especially because she's dressed as a mermaid. Also the energy of Sirius. So the aquatic beings of the Sirius star system. What else are we getting from this deck for this pile? The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Wow, that is so powerful. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Yeah, I do feel that from you with this galactic connection you have, this starseed connection, that you have been incarnated over so many lifetimes, so many thousands of years, like you have an ancient soul. And then we'll do this one. Mirror, who or what is triggering you? So I do feel, and my ear is ringing now and kind of echoing, but I do feel like there is a shadowy aspect left for you to still face, integrate, bring love to, bring awareness to, bring, just that energy of consciousness to, that's still there for you to recognize. So there's definitely something coming up there that keeps repeating. The shadow shows itself in your life, and it always will as well in the readings. It'll keep exposing itself. The shadow tells on itself, basically. And it does that so that your consciousness can say, your conscious mind can say, hey, there's something that keeps coming up here, and it doesn't quite feel like me, but it feels like something I've taken on, and I need to look at it. Why or what triggers me? That's the doorway into the shadow. Are you reactionary about something? That will be the doorway into the shadow. And sit it down with you at the table, give it some coffee, and ask it what the heck it's all about. Get to know it, get to know its feelings. What does it want to tell you? And that will do a lot for the reintegration of the shadow into your conscious being and integration. So let's see what else this deck says. Another one of Rebecca Campbell's Starseed decks. Super powerful messages. The 7 Star Sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. So you may feel called toward dance or music or the Pleiades with the 7 Stars sisters. And I do feel like you are birthing something new here. And like they said, be seen, push through. Expression is a big thing for you. So expressing your true soul self is definitely on the table here. No pun intended. Whale and Orca Elders, again with the aquatic life. And pile 2 also got this card. Share your song, frequency of sound, and diving deep. So like I said, there's that energy of music. Lemuria coming through. Sirius coming through. and the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen, which is exactly what this says. It says be seen. So definitely pile 3, you are ready to bloom. I think there is just some loose ends that you're tidying up. But as you step into the light more and more, that will come with you. You'll be able to integrate it, process it. It looks like you could reconnect with family, tie up some loose ends. That's up to you. Not egging you on. There's some, recalibration that could happen around your home environment, whether you're moving house or redecorating or just providing yourself with some sacred space. Maybe doing some feng shui, giving it a deep cleaning, for instance. Like I said, for this pile, it's good to be aware of the energies you're taking on that are not yours, because you want to say first to spirit, please release me from what I'm carrying that is not mine. So then you are free to work in your own energy field, and you are very aware of what is yours and what is not. So you don't want to be trying to transmute other people's stuff unless you're trained for that, which some people can do. But for you guys, I think right now, this is really about your soul's evolution and how far you've come and really stepping into the light right now. But if you are drawn to those stronger energies of being able to clear for at least yourself, to take the proper training to be able to do that. So, wow, super powerful reading. I feel like you guys, like I said, happy ending. Only good things are coming, and just keep going. It's really powerful stuff, but being aware of those energies you might take on that are not your own. You feel very empathetic. So, ground yourself, put up your egg, and shed, do some psychic tension release of energy and of any energies you might have accumulated during the day or through certain interactions with people or from people, okay? So let's see what your final card is, your Healing Energy Oracle card you get for today. And then we're going to read more from our beautiful Queen of Sirius on her activation. I can't wait to read that. Okay, what is the Oracle card, Healing Oracle card? Here we go. Affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and am respected by others. Wow. Very strong, clear boundaries. And this makes sense to me with the family connection. Learning very strong, clear boundaries. Knowing your value. Remember, door to value. Super powerful. Yeah, it's like you've got this power. They know you have. There's some envy there. They're wanting to hold you back. You can't grow. Why can you grow and we not? It's that kind of thing. Don't let any of that hold you back. Don't listen to any of those tapes anymore. Cut out the negative tapes and put in the positive affirmations. Do your work, Don't leave any loose ends, but keep going forward. Okay, so are you ready for your activation? I'm ready for your activation. Okay. Here we go. This activation is best done at night and outside. Interesting. Okay, so if you want to play if it's not nighttime or you're not outside right now, you can always replay this part of your reading in your earbuds, right, at night outside if you want. Or you can look out the window maybe. If you can locate Sirius in the sky, down by Orion's right foot, the dog star, following the hunter, gaze at it and set the intention of connecting with the star people of Sirius. Then call them in with the words. See, we have Orion here and we have Mintanka, so that's super great. Here we go. Sopdet, Queen of Sirius, star beings of Sirius, thank you for sending your wave of electric blue light my way. Thank you for activating the Sirian starlight frequency within my being. I am ready to be aligned with the brightest star in the sky. I remember my purpose and the mission of my soul. Thank you for helping me track down and remember information about my soul's journey on earth and the origins of my soul. I call down the light of the stars. I bathe in the light of the stars. I am one with the light of the stars. O bright one, Sopdet, Queen of heavenly light, thank you for placing your blessing on my being and for guiding me on my way. I choose to remember the truth of my soul. I claim my cosmic identity, and so it is. Okay, there's a note here at the bottom. Take some time to receive the light of the stars, and over the next few days and weeks, continue to go outside and receive downloads directly from the cosmos. Wow. Wow. Epic reading, pile 3. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe as a powerful exchange for this reading. I would love it if you would comment on what resonates with you. That would be so awesome. And if you are in need of a personal reading at this time, please go to let'sevolvetogethertarot.com and you can book there with me. Okay, so I'll see you next time for our next reading and or pick a pile, and I will see you soon. Have a great night. Namaste.